Bailey, I might have to separate you.
I'm not talking.
I didn't say your name.
See, you said Bailey.
That's right. I need everybody's attention. Okay, thank you. Or did you already turn it on? Thank you. Okay, lesson 34.
She's had it on for about.
Now, listen to this, okay? If you see on a number line, okay? Now, we're going to be talking about centimeters and millimeters and other things like that. But I want you to catch what happens, okay? If I have a 4 here and a 5 here, okay? And you start seeing lots of ticks, marks between there, okay? Who remembers what we're supposed to do to find out where a dot is on that? Let's just put the dot here.
How many there are and how many places it is.
Yes, okay? Basically, you're going to count how many jumps or units is what they're called. There are between 4 and 5. And then you're going to figure out which dot this one is on. Okay, does everybody realize what we're doing? So if you have 2 consecutive whole numbers, 4 and 5 on a number line, and you're trying to figure out a tick in the middle or a dot in the middle, what is that? You're going to count how many places are in between this and then ask yourself which one. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm going to go in and make a little note for me. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So if I were answering this, I would say it's 4 and 17 out of 24. Does everybody understand how I got that number?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what you're going to be looking at over the next few problems is it's not going to have 24. It's going to have either 10 in the middle, 10 jumps, 10 units, or 100. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and draw 100 ticks, okay? So what I need you to understand is if I had this on 10 ticks, okay, let's say I did it here. What would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would say 4 and 7 tenths, right?
Right.
But what does that look like as a decimal?
4.7.
4.7. Everybody remember that? Because the tenth spot, this is tenths, and then the 7 goes in that 10th spot. Now, let's say this was 100. Now stay with me on this one. I'm not going to draw these ticks here. Let's say this continued on to all the way to 100. What would it be? I'm going to go in and keep this here. 7 over 100. Now watch this. 4 and 7 over 100. What does that look like as a decimal number?
4.07.
4
7.
point, and I had 2 of them because tenths, hundredths, which is what we've got. And then would I put my 7 here? No, because that's in the tenths. I'm doing hundredths. 7 hundredths, and I fill it in with a 0 to help me out. Okay, I just wanted to go over that just really briefly for y'all to understand what's going on. Now, okay, everybody look at page 229. All right? And this scale is in centimeters. Okay? So I want you to tell me how long is that segment in centimeters?
On example 1.
On example 1.
3 centimeters.
How many centimeters long is that line? Everybody look at it.
Oh.
Lane.
2 centimeters.
Lesson 34.
2 and 3 tenths.
Okay?
2 and 3 tenths.
I don't know. I haven't done it yet. 2 and 3 tenths. What would that look like?
2.3.
2.3. So I want everybody to write down 2.3. Did I say centimeters?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is a fraction was this, right? Okay. When we are going to be converting measurements, because we're going to be converting centimeters to millimeters in just a minute. Okay? When we're converting, I want you to put it in decimal form. So even though it's this, I want you to make it into this. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Okay, now, they want us to convert this to millimeters. How would I do that?
23 millimeters.
It is 23, but how do I know that?
Because every centimeter has 10 millimeters in it.
Yes, every centimeter has 10 millimeters in it. Is that what you said? Okay, so every centimeter, so I'm going to say 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. Everybody get that? Mm-hmm. Okay, now I want you to watch what happens. Is my 1 right here, 1.0, the same as 1?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, at the end of every number is a what?
0.
Even if you can't see it, no?
Oh,
Decimal. You always have a decimal even if you can't see it.
And
so
then
I
a
can put a
zero.
bunch of zeros and it means the same thing, right? Now, so if I have 1.0 centimeters equals 10 millimeters, what can I do? What happened with my decimal here to here?
It goes over.
How many spots? 1. So I went from here to make it look like that, right? So I'm going to go from here to make it look like that. Does everybody see how I did that measurement?
But can you do that with every measurement?
You can do that with every measurement once I know my unit multiplier is what they're called. Okay? Once I know that 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters, I can do that with every measurement based on what I need to do, okay? So let's do another one. Well, this one talks about perimeter. Just a minute. Hold on to that thought for just a second. This one tells me to find the perimeter of this rectangle. Okay, this one kind of does. It tells us to convert it. All right, so listen to this. Find the perimeter of this rectangle in meters. Well, that's a problem. Why? Why is it a problem they're asking me for meters?
In centimeters?
Because it's in centimeters. Okay? So what would be the perimeter in centimeters for this? Perimeter means what?
The
Distance
around.
around. So
37.
12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7.
37.
Does it equal 37? I don't know. 12 and 12 is 24.
Okay,
17
no.
and
30.
24.
38.
8.
38. Thank you. So, the total for this is 38 centimeters. Now listen to me. What are they wanting us to convert it into?
Meters.
Meters. Okay? Meters.
1 meter.
Now, what I taught you on Tuesday was what? Kill her dog, kiss her dog, don't chase mine. Liter, meter, grams. You're going to be so lost, and I'm so sorry. Watch the video when you get home and then watch this again. Okay? Now, I'm looking at centimeters and meters. What did I tell you to do? Put a 1 on which one?
The meters.
The one that's on the farthest left. So we're learning about meters and centimeters. That's the centa. Remember that? So I'm going to put a 1 here, right? So 1 meter equals how many centimeters?
100.
Okay, I'm going to write this down. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. Okay. Now, what I want you to see is right now, how do I get this decimal to this decimal?
You move it.
Pay attention. Pay attention. This is this, and I need this to equal this, which we don't know what it is yet. So how do I get my decimal, which we don't see, and my decimal, which we don't see that I added, to go from here to here?
You move it to the left 2 spaces.
I moved it to the left. 1, 2. That equals that, right? Does everybody see that? I moved the decimal 1, 2 spots to make this be that. Everybody see that? So I'm going to move the decimal, how many spots?
2.
1, 2 spots So my answer is 0.38 meters. It's a lot. Hardcore stuff. Okay, and you weren't here yesterday and neither were you, so y'all are probably like, what in the world? It's hard enough to get, and you were here Tuesday, right? Okay, so stay with me. You always put your 1 on the one that's farthest to the left, and then fill the rest in with zeros to find out what your unit multiplier is. Okay, so everybody with me? Then you take the information and make it into this one. This one's probably one of the hardest we've done, because usually you're not working with decimals as much. Okay. Now, everybody look at example 3. And you're probably going to be absolutely confused. No? Some people may be, some people not. Look at example 3. Okay, so how many ticks, Grace Ann, help me out. How many ticks are from 4 to 5? You can do this, that's why I called on
Is
you.
your middle name Ann?
Yes.
That's my middle name.
Gracie Ann?
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. Okay, Grace Ann, from 4 to 5, just kind of guess how many ticks you think there are.
10.
Well, look at it. From
100.
100. So what do you think every 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 are?
10.
Every 10, they're going on and making it 4 1/10, which is 4/10. Whoops. 4 and whatever, however many tenths, which is 1/10. Okay? So it would be 4.1.
And do you
Okay.
just round it?
Does everybody see? No. So what I want you to do, everybody look at what is A. Now this is out of 100. These are out of 100 ticks. Huh?
4.05.
Okay. So what was the number though? How many ticks away was A?
5.
5. So what I want you to see is we would have gotten 4 out of 5 out of 100, like that. 4 and 5 100s. Does everybody see that? Which would convert to 4.05. This is where I need you to understand. All right, look at B. Austin, where is B located? Now, it may last a long time for you to get that, to get to B. I'm sorry. Example 3. B. How many ticks did it go? Yes.
It went 8 ticks.
Okay, 8 from what though?
3.
3. Okay, now listen to me. So what it was the 38th tick. Okay? So that would be 38 over 100, which would really make it
4.38.
4.38.
This is making so much more sense.
Isn't it? When you make it into hundreds, it makes more sense, because right now they have it divided by tens, and that makes it a little harder for your brain to get. Okay. C. I'm just going to help you out. It's on 73. C was on the 73 tick. 473 over 100 would really be 4.73. Okay? So everybody understand how we did that? All right, last problem. Last problem. Hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. Okay. Find the following sum. Sum means what?
Answer of an addition problem.
Very good. Okay, here's what they want me to find the sum of. 4.2 centimeters plus 24 millimeters. Problem. What's the problem?
Centimeters, millimeters.
Yes. I can't measure something in centimeters plus something in millimeters and somehow get an answer, okay? What do I need to do?
Convert the make on A, you've got to make the centimeters and the millimeters on B.
Okay, so I can either make centimeters into millimeters, or I can make millimeters into centimeters. It don't matter, whichever one, because eventually they're going to ask us to answer it in millimeters and in centimeters. Okay, so let's go up here. Kiss her dog. Don't chase mine. Liter, meter, gram. La la la. Centimeter and millimeters. Centimilla. Which one is the farthest to the left?
Centimeter.
The centimeter is. So 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. Okay? So this one's in decimal form, 4.2, so I'm going to make this in decimal form, 1.0. 1.0 centimeters equals how many millimeters? 10. What did I do with my decimal?
Move it to the left one space.
Moved it to the right, one spot to get it here. Okay? So, what am I going to do to this one? Move it one spot to get it there. So 42 centimeters is, 4.2 centimeters is 42 millimeters. Okay? Everybody understand? So 42 millimeters plus 24 millimeters equals how many millimeters? 66 millimeters. Okay? Now, let's go back to this, what we've got right here. 66 millimeters equals how many centimeters? Well, right now my decimal's here, and I want it here to be centimeters. So I move it 1 point to the left, 1 point to the left. So this is going to be 6.6 centimeters is the same thing as 66 millimeters. Got it? Got it. That is a lot for your brain. I understand that.
It's past time.
So if you need to watch it over and over and over, please do.